Hi, it's Kim from Supplements.co.nz, and tonight I have with me John from Horleys.
How you doing?
And we're doing supplement talks, and we left my favourite till last. Horleys does a number of awesome bars. There's quite a variety. So we're going to show you a few of the different ones. These are the new ones that have come out. They're the Carbless Deluxe. Very difficult to eat just one.
It is very difficult to eat just one, yes. Yeah, one's never enough, but...
And they come in the three flavors. There's a chocolate peanut, the raspberry, and the coconut caramel. I think my favorite is the coconut caramel one.
I move between the coconut caramel and the raspberry cupcake. If I'm in a sweet mood, sort of raspberry cupcake. That kind of certainly after dinner sometimes when you've tried to have a lean meal, you know, maybe a chicken and steamed vegetables, and kind of think, oh, you know, half an hour later you're like, oh,
I need some chocolate.
Or something sweet. Something sweet. It can be a really good option. It's only about 130 calories, 10 grams of protein. So yeah, it's kind of an indulgent, little bit indulgent. We've had a number of protein bars for many years now, and they've always been on that sort of single layer with a bit of chocolate around them. We've actually managed to get kind of 3 layers. I suppose it could go with 3, where you get a little layer of chocolate and have a little bit of sugar-free caramel, then you get some little soya crisps, and then underneath you get a sort of nougat-y sort of texture. So you get that more bite and indulgent feel of more of a confectionery bar without the kind of the calories and the fat.
Yeah, and low carb, which is handy.
Yeah. So I think they're targeted for those sorts of people who want a kind of an indulgent treat without necessarily all the calories. Like if you think of something like a muffin, and you might be looking at 400 calories for a muffin. And
it is hard if you are cutting down on stuff.
Right,
you know, chicken and vegetables, they are delicious, you know, but there's only sometimes you really want something
that sort of 3 o'clock, you know, that
3 o'clock itis.
Oh, I'm not quite dinner and it's lunch, and it's that coffee, into a coffee shop and all these lovely things that you might want to try, and you can say, no, I've got my little deluxe protein bar.
And you can stick it in your pocket, so these are small, you can put it in your purse, you can put it in. I always keep them in the car. I actually have this one in our car right now.
What you draw in your drawer at work, so that you know, instead of
just hide it from everyone else and they eat it.
That's right. Yeah. So they're new. They're going very well, and a good price point as well because it's a smaller bar. So
yeah, they come in boxes of 15.
Yeah.
And we have our old favourites.
Yes. Yeah. Well, the carbless bar has been fantastic. We've had a huge success with the carbless range. Initially, we brought out the sort of nougat textured bar and a number of flavours. I think the key to these is people have liked them because they're high protein.
Yeah, they're about 20 grams for
and they're low carb, and that's really been what people wanted.
This one's kind of like the purple ones are kind of more like a muesli bar to me, like a little bit crunchier, and these to me are more like a little. Again, it's sort of like this one. It's like a bit bigger, a little chocolate treat.
And there's enough protein in there for that sort of protein snack, but very very low in carbs and fat. So I think people can utilize. A lot of people, I know that they're on a 12-week challenge, and they're looking at that 11 and 3 o'clock. Again, a similar sort of time where they can have something that's just an in between. You might have, for example, a carbless bar with a half an apple or half a banana and a glass of water, and it just gets you through to the next meal without.
It's actually a very easy way because you can still, you know, you do your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner. You might be at work, you're, you know, in your car, so you could have your shake for morning tea, and then maybe your bar and some
and I think a lot of people like that sort of sensation if you're having protein shakes maybe once or twice a day, and then you think, oh gosh, it'd be just nice to have something to bite into to get that sort of bar sensation. So now they've done well. These ones are kind of soya crisps, so like you say, a little bit more crunchy, and the original carbless, that sort of nougat-y sort of texture.
My dad actually liked them so much. He was just out visiting, and he actually emailed me from Canada to ask if I could send some over because he liked them so much.
I'm sure we can arrange it somehow, you know. That sort of thing.
He likes the muesli type ones.
That's right.
I think he chowed down a couple of boxes while he was here.
So we've got another one. Yeah, this is a protein 33, so it's 33% protein in the bar. So it's still a high protein bar, but it's got more carbohydrates in. So a lot of people.
Athletes.
Yeah, and I just think also things that carbs aren't a no-go. You have to
No.
have carbs in the day.
Yeah.
Certainly after a workout, you need some carbohydrates for
Some
energy to
yeah.
replenish the glycogen in the muscle, the energy in the muscle. We sell a lot to people that go out on a bike or go away tramping, or after a gym workout they don't want a protein shake, they want a protein bar.
These taste great too.
Yeah, and
There's
again
a
with a little bit of extra carbs, you get a really nice taste in them. So yeah, they're sort of a protein but with extra carbs in there. And then the Sculpt bars, and these again, a slightly smaller bar. We're really formulated with that soya crisp, with a little bit of the kind of just drawn across some chocolate or some yogurt. And there might be a little bit of fruit in there, those sorts of things. So when it's really looking at more of a healthy muesli bar, so they do have carbs in them, but they're certainly not as many carbs as say a muesli bar. So again, it's helping that person with the right choices to have a slightly a really nice tasting bar, but with not too many calories, not too much fat, not too much carbs in there. Again, an example would be with a piece of fruit and a glass of water or a cup of tea or coffee, that 11 and 3 to get you through.